told you that the framing decision you make in the first week of planning your Barndominium could cost you $30,000 more than it needs to. And most builders never even flag it as a choice. They just quote you one option, you sign off, and you never know what you left on the table. Today, I'm breaking down metal framing versus wood framing for Barndominiums, the real 2026 numbers, and exactly where that cost gap comes from. Stick around because at the end, I'm going to show you the one scenario where wood actually wins, even though metal wins almost everywhere else. Let's get into it. If you're in the planning phase of a Barndominium build, this is one of the first decisions you'll face. And honestly, it's one of the most misunderstood. Builders throw around terms like post frame and steel frame like you already know the trade-offs. You don't need to guess. I've pulled current material pricing, talked to 2 post-frame builders, and dug through 2026 lumber and steel index data to give you the actual gap, not a guess. Before we go further, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. If honest numbers instead of sales pitches are your thing, smash that like button. Comment and tell me which framing your builder recommended. I want to see if it lines up with what I'm about to show you. We're covering 4 things today. First, what's structurally different between metal and wood framing. Second, why the cost gap exists and how big it actually is in 2026. Third, a real square footage cost breakdown. And fourth, which one actually makes sense for your situation. Wood-framed Barndominiums, sometimes called post-frame or pole barn construction, use large wood posts set directly into the ground or on concrete piers, spaced 8 to 12 feet apart, with girts and trusses filling in between. It's the traditional method. It's been used for agricultural buildings for decades, and contractors everywhere know how to build it. Metal framing uses steel columns and trusses, either red iron I-beams or light gauge steel studs, bolted together on a foundation. No wood posts touching the ground, no rot risk, and typically a wider clear span, meaning fewer interior support posts. The structural difference matters because it changes labor requirements. Wood framing crews are everywhere. Nearly every rural contractor has built a pole barn. Steel framing requires a crew that's specifically trained on bolt-together systems, and in a lot of regions, that's a smaller, more specialized labor pool. Here's where it gets real. In early 2026, framing lumber prices have actually eased compared to the spikes of 2021 through 2023, but they're still volatile month to month because of tariff policy on Canadian softwood lumber. Steel prices, on the other hand, have stayed relatively stable, but steel framing carries a labor premium because of that specialized installation. So you end up with 2 competing cost pressures. Wood material costs can swing 15 to 20% depending on when you lock in your order. Steel material costs are more predictable, but labor costs 20 to 30% more per square foot to install. For a typical 2,400 to 3,000 square foot Barndominium shell, wood post-frame construction runs $18 to $28 per square foot for the frame alone. Steel-framed construction runs $28 to $42 per square foot for the frame. On a 2,800 square foot build, that's roughly a $28,000 to $34,000 difference just in framing, which is exactly where that $30K gap comes from. It's not a myth and it's not marketing. It's labor plus material reality. Let's put real numbers on a 2,800 square foot Barndominium shell. Wood post frame, posts, girts, trusses, and labor typically total $56,000 to $78,000. Steel framed, columns, trusses, and specialized labor typically total $84,000 to $112,000. Foundation costs are roughly the same either way, usually $8 to $14 per square foot for a slab, so that's not where the gap comes from. The gap is almost entirely in the frame package and the crew you need to erect it. Where it evens out somewhat is longevity and insurance. Wood posts, even pressure treated, have a documented lifespan of 40 to 60 years before rot becomes a real concern, especially in humid climates. Steel framing doesn't rot, doesn't attract termites, and several insurers now offer a 5 to 10% discount on your homeowner's policy for steel frame structures because of reduced fire and pest risk. Over a 30-year mortgage, that insurance savings can add up to $3,000 to $6,000. It doesn't close the gap, but it's worth knowing.
If you want steel's durability without the full price jump, a lot of 2026 builders are doing hybrid framing, steel primary structure with wood interior partition walls. This keeps the exterior shell rot-proof and long clear span while using cheaper wood for interior walls that aren't structural. That alone can shave $8,000 to $12,000 off a full steel build. If budget is the priority and you're building somewhere dry with low termite pressure, think parts of the Mountain West or high desert, wood post frame is genuinely the smarter financial choice, and there's no real durability trade-off worth $30,000. If you're in a hurricane zone, a high humidity region, or termite country like the Gulf Coast or Southeast, steel's resistance to rot, pests, and wind uplift starts justifying its price tag fast because wood repair or replacement down the line eats into any savings you thought you locked in.
Honestly, it depends on your climate and your timeline. Wood wins on upfront cost almost everywhere. Steel wins on long-term durability in humid or storm-prone regions. If you're building in a dry, low-risk climate and want to save money now, wood is the smart call. If you're building somewhere termites, rot, or hurricanes are a real threat, that $30,000 gap starts looking more like insurance than expense. My honest recommendation, get quotes for both before you commit to anything, because that gap varies a lot by region and by builder relationships with local suppliers. If this helped you understand where your money's actually going, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest Barndominium breakdowns. Drop a comment and tell me which one you're leaning toward, and I'll see you in the next one.